Okay, apologies for the delay. Our hospitals are sick, and that illness is causing people to die. And it's our fault. Hospitals are comparable to living organisms. They have, for example, respiratory systems, ventilation and air conditioning. They have circulatory systems, water and distribution networks, medical gas and medical gas piping. They have a neural network, our electrical and IT systems. They have a skeletal system, the structure itself. They have no proper immune system. These are some of the symptoms of the disease that we see. We have tanks riddled with biofilm, drains similarly infected, and water pipes radically infected with pathogenic organisms. How can copper help? We've heard already about the touch surfaces. Piping material, it has been proven in literature that copper piping is far superior at deterring biofilm formation and organism attachment than plastic or metal pipes. Ducting material is one that's particularly important because it prevents the formation of fungal growths and molds within ducts. We use copper-silver ionization as a method of control of pathogens within the water distribution networks themselves, and more. But it's not enough. We need to change our thinking in terms of design. The two images you see here are of two hospitals, both located in my hometown. One is centrally located in the city. It's a traditional hospital built in a very built-up area, multi-story development. The other one was constructed in the 1950s on the outskirts of the town as a fever hospital, because at the time tuberculosis was a rampant cause of death in Ireland and indeed in Europe. The TB and fever hospitals were designed to keep people separated in small units. It prevented movement of people and transmission of pathogens. It worked. Now, what we do is we stack floor upon floor upon floor, artificially ventilating and increasing risk of person-to-person transmission of pathogens. We need to work collaboratively with other professions. In my years going into and visiting hospitals, I have noticed a chronic lack of coordination between departments, from infection control to engineers to facilities management, and then the ones at the top, the finance people. Nobody agrees with each other. If we are to give our hospitals an adequate immune system, we all must work together. We need to educate patients and staff. It's not being done enough. Awareness of the severity of the diseases that we're talking about and the methods of transmission and prevention need to be highlighted more. We need new drugs. The European Commission in 2013 funded through Horizon 2020 an initiative called New Drugs for Bad Bugs. They've invested over €1 billion and not come up with one viable molecule to fight bacterial infections. Large pharma is not interested because antibiotics don't make money. The only people that are going to solve that are us. And don't forget the past. The fever hospitals worked. Old methods, and we talked today about copper, and it has been noted that this is a new application. It's not. In the olden days, your butcher would have a copper countertop which he dutifully polished and cleaned every evening. He mightn't have known it at the time, but what he was doing was preventing any infections. He put sawdust on the floor, and it looked dirty, but it was absorbent, and pine sawdust, we now know, contains an inherent antimicrobial from the pine resin. Perhaps, in our rush to modernize and sterilize, we have forgotten old wisdom. That's it. Thank you.